Okay, I'm back. And in this video, originally I was going to talk about how to overcome your past, but I've decided to postpone that for a few weeks and talk about the truth about pride, or pridefulness. Excuse me. Because I just feel that's kind of an important topic. So, a lot of times I see people where, the phrase like, you need to humble yourself, you need to be humble. And most of the time, I see like people say that to people who actually have a good sense of self-confidence. So telling people, so when you say to be humble, it's kind of like you're telling them, don't believe in yourself. Think negative about yourself. Don't have confidence in yourself whatsoever. That's the message you're getting across. However, pride is the opposite of self-confidence. And I mean pride like pridefulness. It should be clear by this point that I am not talking about LGBT pride. That is something different than pridefulness. That's not the topic of this video. Although pridefulness is people who have pride or pridefulness about themselves are very easily offended. And I'm not talking about pride as in a strong feeling of accomplishment. I mean pride as in pridefulness. Because when I was dealing with pridefulness, I was very easily offended. And the reason that I was easily offended was because of my insecurities about myself and lack of self-confidence. So that right there should tell you a lot about any type of pridefulness. There is nothing wrong with being proud of who you are and all that stuff, as long as you don't let that develop into a superiority complex. Okay? So, I'm talking about pridefulness in general, as in the sense of, let's see, who should I use as an example? See, I can't think of anybody to use as an example. But pridefulness, people who are pridefulness, they act like they act like that they think they're better than everybody else. They care too much about other people's opinion. They want acceptance. They care about acceptance too much. They don't want to be viewed as a wimp. They don't want people to view them in a negative way. So, yeah. See, when you have true self-confidence, you don't care about what somebody else thinks about you. Because you know that not everybody is going to accept you for who you are. Nowhere near it. Some people are just going to be downright hateful to you. That's just the way it is. And there's not really much you can do about it. Okay? So, pridefulness, when you have pride, you care about what people think. When you have self-confidence, you don't care. People who don't know the difference between pride and self-confidence will think that someone who has self-confidence is actually prideful and arrogant. And they would tell someone who believes in themselves to humble themselves. You see, people have confused the word humble. Okay? That's all there is to it. People have confused the word humble. It's not thinking less of yourself. Excuse me. I mean, it's not that you're thinking of yourself as a wimp, as a weakling, or anything like that. It's knowing exactly who you are, and knowing who you are not, knowing your exact limits. Okay? Once you know and understand who you are, that right there is humility. Okay? That's all it is. Knowing and understanding who you are and who you are not. That's all. That's all humility really is. It's not viewing yourself as a wimp or as a weakling or as something like that. I don't know how that got started. That's how the world views humility. And they don't like bragging, apparently. If you go by the world's definition of humility, then you can't get a job. Because if you fill out a resume, you're bragging about your skills. You would have to brag about your skills to get a job. And if you brag about your skills, that's not being humble. That's by the world's logic of what it means to be humble. That's what it seems like. I mean, it might not be to that extreme, but that's exactly what it seems like. Like talking about yourself, your qualification is mistaken for pride and arrogance. When really, it's at best self-confidence. The person saying that knows who they are. They know what they can do. Maybe they have to show how they are qualified. So yeah, that right there is the truth about pridefulness. And I'm not talking about LGBT pride or any kind of pride. I'm talking about pridefulness. So yeah, in the name of Jesus, receive peace, the supernatural peace of God.